The last text message from a British billionaire who was aboard the submersible that disappeared beneath the waters off Newfoundland on Sunday indicated that the weather conditions leading up to the expedition had been unfavorable for sea travel. The day prior to the sub's launch by OceanGate Expeditions, Hamish Harding, a well-known explorer, conveyed a message to his acquaintance and retired NASA astronaut Terry Virts, detailing his remarkable expedition to explore the legendary shipwreck at a depth of 12,500 feet below sea level. In the text message, Harding said that the crew is heading out tomorrow, but noted that the weather has been bad. When speaking with news outlets, Virts expressed that he and his thrill-seeking companion do not typically discuss potential risks associated with their activities. Virts said that Harding was undoubtedly aware of the potential risks involved with this expedition. Virts continued by saying that he descended to the Mariana Trench, the deepest point in the ocean, where he achieved several world records, and said that during their conversation, they discussed the risks and capabilities associated with his exploration, and said that he was enthusiastic about the endeavor. Harding expressed his eagerness for the upcoming journey on Instagram, exactly one day before the expedition departed. As one of the 6 astronauts on the Blue Origin mission last year, he's no stranger to exploration. Harding, a record-breaking adventurer, has completed several expeditions to the South Pole, including one with the oldest person to ever reach the pole, retired Apollo astronaut Buzz Aldrin. With 3 Guinness World Records under his belt, Harding is well known for his daring feats. Harding is currently trapped in a submersible with Shahzada Dawood, a prominent Pakistani businessman, as well as 3 other individuals, one of whom is Dawood's son. The private company that initiated the vessel, OceanGate Expeditions, is providing individuals with private expeditions to explore the Titanic wreck site for a fee of $250,000 per person. The organization promotes its 8-day expedition to the Titanic as an opportunity to break away from the mundane routine and encounter something truly exceptional. The craft, that has no capability to dive or independently return to its base like a submarine, was declared missing on Sunday evening because it did not come back to its support vessel on schedule. Coast Guard officials announced on Monday evening that they have a limited time of only 70 to 96 hours to find the lost submarine and save the 5 passengers on board before their oxygen supply is depleted. If successful, the upcoming search and rescue operation will be the deepest ever in history, as it's targeting an area approximately 900 miles offshore from Cape Cod, located at a depth of 13,000 feet. French President Emmanuel Macron has directed the research vessel Atlante to aid in the search for the lost Titan submarine, which was used for tourist purposes in the context of the Titanic. News outlets reported a few hours ago that France had planned to deploy a vessel incorporating an underwater device with the ability to access depths of up to 4,000 meters, or 13 feet. The French Secretary of State informed news outlets that their desire is for the vessel to reach its destination as soon as possible. The expected time of arrival is Wednesday. He said that France had responded to the requests of American authorities in a time-sensitive situation that began on Monday night. Officials have said that before embarking on a perilous journey such as the descent to the Titanic's depths on Titan, numerous onboard systems must be reviewed and evaluated, and a multitude of environmental risks must be identified and analyzed. According to Stefan Williams, a marine robotics professor at the University of Sydney, it is crucial to double-check everything before putting people at risk in such situations. Before submerging, a comprehensive checklist is conducted to ensure the safety of the submersible and its passengers. Although the specific details of the checks performed prior to the descent are unknown, standard checks and procedures were adhered to according to reliable sources. These checks are particularly important, given the intense pressure at a depth of 13,000 feet below sea level, equivalent to the depth at which the Titanic sank, and the risks of getting lost, considering the site's distance of nearly 400 miles from the coast of Newfoundland. According to experts in the industry, prior to going underwater, it is essential to carry out meticulous inspections on the submersible's structure and all of the mechanical and electrical systems of the vessel. The goal is to ensure that everything is in proper working order before diving commences. This includes validating that the ship's hull is strong, batteries are fully charged, and there are no electrical malfunctions or short circuits. Additionally, the thrusters must be operational, The radio and acoustic communications systems must be effective, and the submersible should be capable of releasing the weights it carries when it is time to surface. Additional assessments are necessary to minimize any dangers at the diving location. Although the Titanic is a precarious formation that a submersible may get trapped in, there is also a potential risk of fishing nets and other floating objects that may result in entanglement while working at or near the location. When going on an expedition, it is usually recommended to maintain a safe distance from the wreckage area due to the risk of strong undersea currents. However, this can be a challenging task to accomplish. In the event that a submersible gets tangled up in the wreckage, it may be difficult to free the vessel from the inside. Descending to depths of 13,000 feet below sea level is a journey into the deep realms of the ocean, a place of immense pressure and darkness. While submersibles are designed to withstand the extreme conditions, the possibility of getting stuck inside one at such depths raises significant concerns. At this depth, the pressure exerted by the water above is immense. It reaches approximately 430 times the atmospheric pressure at sea level, creating an environment that is hostile to human survival. If someone were to get stuck inside a submersible, the first concern would be the limited supply of breathable air. Submersibles are equipped with a finite amount of oxygen, typically enough for the planned duration of the dive. If the submersible becomes stuck, the available oxygen would need to be rationed carefully to ensure survival until rescue. The extreme pressure at 13,000 feet below sea level can also pose significant risks to the submersible's structural integrity. The submersible may experience additional stress if it becomes wedged or trapped in a tight space. The risk of structural failure or implosion increases as the pressure on the submersible's hull becomes excessive. This would put the occupant in immediate danger, as the collapsing hull could lead to the release of water and the rapid flooding of the cabin. Additionally, the absence of light at such depths would exacerbate the feeling of isolation and disorientation for the trapped individual. The darkness adds to the psychological stress and makes it challenging to navigate or assess the situation. The lack of communication with the surface would also be a significant concern. Submersibles typically rely on external communication systems to maintain contact with the support vessel or the surface. If the submersible becomes stuck, the ability to communicate with the outside world would be severely limited or even lost. This lack of communication would impede rescue efforts and make it challenging to coordinate a timely and effective response. Moreover, the prolonged exposure to the cold temperatures of the deep ocean would be another critical factor to consider. The water at these depths is near freezing, which would rapidly drain the submersible's internal heat. The trapped individual would need to rely on the submersible's heating systems to maintain a survivable temperature. However, if those systems fail or become compromised, hypothermia becomes a significant risk. So, what do you make of this recent news, and what do you think happened to this submersible? Be sure to leave your questions and answers in the comment section below and help us to grow this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.